Hi, everybody. It's Mrs. Espinosa. I'm back with Ice, and he brought his sister, Sassy, along this week and their friend, Puppy. So this week, we're going to read a book called A Little Respectful Spot. And we thought this book goes right along with last week's book about responsibility and Mrs. Eames' book this week about Schubert and the choices he had to make. So here's what happened at our house this week. Ice and Puppy both wanted to play with this really, really cool toy this week, and they started to fight. And Ice in his head was thinking maybe he was gonna hit Puppy so he could get the toy. And Puppy was thinking maybe she should pull on Ice's horns or his tail. So we're going to listen to our story, and then we're going to talk about making choices. And you have to be ready to help Puppy and Ice solve their problem at the end of our video. I know you can do it. My name is Spot, and I'm not just any ordinary Spot. I'm a respectful Spot. I've never seen a respectful Spot before. What does respectful mean? Being respectful tells people you not only care about them, but you care about yourself too. And today I'm going to show you examples of how you can respect people, places, and things. So look over there, people, places, things, right? Personas, lugares, y cosas. First, let's talk about things. A good example of things you might have are school supplies. We want them to last as long as possible so we can enjoy them all year long. Another example of things would be your toys. Here are some ways to respect things. Clip the caps so markers and glue don't dry out. Use as instructed so they don't get damaged. Clean up your area when you're done so nothing gets lost. Same goes for your toys at your house, boys and girls. Sit while cutting, pass the scissors, handle first. Hold blade down when walking, walk slowly when holding scissors. Some things need to be handled safely. You can respect things by being gentle and careful. Sometimes you don't have something you want. You respect things by asking to use them instead of taking them. Can I have some paper, please? I wonder if this could help Ice and Puppy. Here's a fun tip when respecting things. Only play with one thing at a time. Once you are done, put it away so you will know where to find it next time. You can respect things by putting them in their place so they don't get lost or damaged. Books are fun to read, but in order for them to last a long time, we must be respectful when reading. You can respect books by 1. Turning the pages carefully so they don't bend or rip. 2. Using clean hands so the pages stay clean. 3. Keeping food and drinks away from books so nothing accidentally spills on them. Now that you've seen how to respect things, let's talk about how to respect places. A place can be a house, a school, a store, a restaurant, or a library. It is common for different places to have their own set of rules. A library may have a different set of rules than a playground or a park. You can respect places by knowing the rules and following them, especially right now, boys and girls, because some of the rules about these places are different since we're having all this fun stuff with COVID-19, right? It's so much fun to create art, but all your art should stay on the paper, not on the walls or furniture. You can respect places when you only color on the paper. Running is not safe indoors because you can accidentally break things, hurt yourself, or run into people. You can respect places by calmly walking inside. No one wants to be surrounded by garbage. It's important to keep things clean and safe. You can respect places by placing your trash in the garbage or recycling it. Do you see a sidewalk? A sidewalk is used to protect the grass and the flowers. You can respect places by using a sidewalk instead of walking through grass or rocks. Now that we have covered how to respect places and things, let's learn how to respect people. It's important not only to respect people your own age, but also to respect people who are older and younger than you. You can respect people in a lot of different ways. You can respect people by being polite and saying please and thank you. Thank you. You can respect people by following directions. You can do this by having your ears watching and your eyes listening. You can respect people by raising your hand and waiting your turn when someone else is speaking. You can respect people by giving them enough personal space by not standing too close. This will help them feel more comfortable around you. You can respect people by being patient and waiting your turn in line, by keeping your hands to yourself, and by being quiet. Okay, I think that's about it. I hope you've enjoyed learning to be respectful. I actually have some other spots I'd like you to meet. We all belong to the happiness family. Thankful, honesty, organization, kindness, teamwork, courage, and patience. So, boys and girls, Ice and I thought this book really helped us to think about when we make choices, we have to think about choosing the respectful choice. And sometimes that's not easy. So we went back and thought, wait, we had a decision chart last week that said stop and identify the problem, or even just identify what you have to choose and gather information about and think about positive and negative consequences. Make a choice and then reflect or think about the outcome or what happened. So we have some choices to make. We hope you can help us. Remember, Schubert was talking to his friend Benny, and Benny was so upset he didn't know how he was going to clean up. And so Schubert said, okay, what's the problem? You have a lot to clean up. How about you pick one pile first and then the other? And then he made a choice and was able to clean up. And then the ant triplets were fighting over a book and having trouble. So again, Schubert stopped them and they looked at the problem. They were having trouble sharing a book. So they decided to think about their choices. And Benny and Schubert said, listen, you have a choice. You can choose to work it out together or ask for help to work it out. And then they were able to share. Sometimes you might have a choice like this when you're at the playground or at school. Which friend do I play with? Again, we have to think about it. What would happen if I only played with one friend? Maybe my other friend would be sad. What would happen if I asked both friends to play and we played together? I bet then we might all be happy. So again, choices. And look at that. I chose the respectful choice and I included everyone. Look at this problem. Do I yell back if I'm in trouble? Stop and think about it. You get in trouble with your mom or dad or a grown-up or a teacher. If you yell back at them, what could possibly happen? Anything good? Maybe not. You might get in more trouble. So maybe you make a choice. What should you do? That's right, boys and girls. Take a deep breath and then talk to the grown-up in a calm voice. And I bet that would work out a lot easier. Look at this picture. That big kid is picking on him. It says, do I kick this bully to make him stop? Let's think. What's the problem? The bully is picking on us. All right. Let's think. If you kick him, what might happen? He might kick you back or punch you back, and you might get in trouble. What's another choice you could make? Could you use your words and say, hey, I don't like when you pick on me. You need to leave me alone? Could you also go and get a grown-up and ask for help and say, I need your help. Someone is really upsetting me? Right. And those would probably have more positive consequences, boys and girls. You might not have any problems and no one would get hurt. Look at this one. Do I hit someone who is laughing at me? So what's the problem? Exactly. Someone's laughing at you and nobody likes the way that feels. So if you hit that person, think about what could happen. Right. You might get in trouble or the person might hit you back. So what could be a better choice? Right. Find your big voice like Schubert taught us and say, hey, I don't like it when you laugh at me. You need to be kind and use your words and talk to me. And if they don't stop, then you need to ask a grown up for help and say, can you help me solve a problem with my friend? Look at this one. The two girls are gossiping or talking about someone else. Do I yell at someone gossiping at me? Well, let's think. If I yell at them, if I'm at school, I might get in trouble for yelling. Or at home, the grown-ups might say, stop yelling. Maybe I should say to the people, it makes me feel really sad when you whisper and talk about me. If you have something to say, you should say it to my face. Please tell me what you want to say now. That might work out better, and you'll feel better too. How about this one? Do I punch him back if he hit me first? Oh boy, this is a tough one, and this happens a lot, right? Sometimes a kid might run into you or hit you or be mad at you. So the problem is someone hit us. Let's think. If we punch him back, I see a lot of negative consequences. We're going to get in trouble. We might get hurt. The other person might punch again. So again, I need to find my big voice and say, I don't like it when you hit me. That hurts. If you're upset with me, you need to tell me with words, what is the problem? That's going to get a lot more positive consequences. So let's get back to Puppy and Ice. What should they do? Exactly. They have two choices. They can fight over the toy or they can play together. And they should try to work it out and say, let's share this toy. And guess what? I have great news. Puppy and Ice were able to do that, boys and girls. They made a good choice and they were able to play together and no one got hurt. And remember, you have choices too when you're really upset, like when a grown-up yells at you or you get in trouble. You can always go to the safe place first and calm down before you talk, because sometimes once you're calm, you might make better choices. It's hard to make choices when you're really, really upset. So you can go to the safe place and follow all of our steps. You can also do the finger breathing, our 5 finger, where we draw the line from our fingers to our palms. You can do the spots in the middle of your palm. Don't forget all of our special breathing, the star, the balloon, the drain, and the pretzel. All of these are good choices to help you calm down and solve a problem. And you can always put on your glasses to see things a different way and look at it in a more positive way. Maybe someone doesn't want to share because it's a new toy and it's very special to them and they aren't ready yet to share. When I put on my glasses, I can see that a little more clearly. So boys and girls, I end with my favorite slide. Remember, you are safe. You can handle this. Remember to star. Stop. Smile, take a breath, and relax. And this week I have a video from our friend at Cosmic Zen Den about making choices. And she has a nice meditation for you about when you're feeling that way, like mine, and you want something, and also how to help you make choices. I miss you all and I am wishing you well. Put your hands out. Here I come. Get ready. Here comes all my wish well and love. I'm sending it to you from far away. Put it in your hearts until I see you again.